Hello everyone, and of all my dozens and dozens of shrimp tanks, I gotta admit, this tank gives me the most enjoyment probably of them all. And look, not only because it's a big 75-gallon tank, but this is what I call my Fire and Ice Skittles. And as you can see here, we have some really wild looking shrimp here. I've seen one. There it is. Look at this one. Blue jelly, the red on its face. There's a pretty, that one's got some blue on it. Look at all the possibilities that you get, and you really don't see wilds. I get a lot of people asking me about these shrimp. Like, don't they eventually make wilds? And I guess, like, I'm going to call that a wild, but it's still a blue and red shrimp. I've never got a brown. I've even got a few dark blues spit out over time. But what we're going to do here is I transferred all my jungle val to this tank to be my new jungle val farm, and looks like the jungle val is happy. I pulled some out today to send off to someone. Made a little bit of a mess, but check it out. Ooh, I love this. So what this tank is where when I do my tank resets and stuff like that for my reds, my blue jellies, and I have a bunch of different Red Really projects where all these different phenotypes, I'm actually trying to make them on purpose. I have a couple tanks where I'm trying to make the blue Red Reallys, and then a couple tanks where I'm just making Red Reallys, and the blue Red Reallys come from the Red Reallys, then you mix them up. Now I made the Red Reallys that all that project started with is by mixing reds and blue jellies. And so we mix them all together. It's still the two same really similar genetics. Look at that. Man, that shrimp is pretty cool. Pretty cool. So you get all the different possibilities of mixing those two in this tank. Pretty awesome. So what we're going to do today is, it's my favorite tank, but it's kind of gotten out of hand. I'm going to try to get not only all the algae out, but we're going to try to take almost all the moss out, so then we can have this great big showpiece Florida sunset crypt. Look at that thing. This is one of my favorite plants. Jungle val is one of my favorite plants. But you see, the thing is that with these shrimp tanks where you're trying to do selective breeding, ideally root plants and plants that take a long time to grow. Now, jungle val doesn't usually take a long time to grow, but the crypts do. And you really got to clear out the tanks to selectively breed the shrimp. So if you want to have a shrimp tank that's all done up and decorated, I even have like a planter back there and rocks that you can't see now. But if you want to have a tank done up and look nice, like a show tank, I recommend shrimp that you're not hardcore trying to selectively breed. Now, yeah, you can take out the ones you don't like for sure, but you're never going to, it's going to be hard to get them because, I mean, there's shrimp everywhere in the jungle val. I fed them this morning, so that's why they're all gathered up right here like this right now. I just sit here and watch these guys. Like, I gotta admit, this is like my fascination. There's another one that's kind of, I think that was a different one. Might be the same one. This has like become my hardcore shrimp fascination lately. Is playing with blue jellies and reds. So we're gonna try to get all this algae out. Lift this up. There's all kinds of crap growing on the spray bar. Yeah, a few pieces of duckweed. Oh no, I don't want duckweed in this tank. Dang it! Oh god. Alright, we gotta get duckweed too. So, I'm gonna put you guys in a little time lapse here. And you see my progress. Pretty cool looking tank, even though it's a mess. And here is what we're left with now. Looks like the moss was winning this side. It attaches to this the sponge filter setup. And it just expands out. There's a bunch of stuff over here for it to attach to. But over here you'll see the jungle valve was winning for sure. And the shrimp weren't even bothered. They just kept on eating. It is red heavy now because if you remember, what was it, 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, I reset my 75-gallon red shrimp tank. It's like 1,000 red shrimp ended up getting added into here. But, pretty cool. I'm sure that jungle valve will fill in. I'm going to try to keep a better job. Do a better job of keeping the unwanted moss spots from taking over the jungle valve, because not only is this for my shrimp, but back in the day I used to sell lots and lots of jungle valve because the tank, it would just regrow as fast as I could pull it out non-stop every week, selling a lot of it. Then I moved that tank over to be more of a selective breeding, what is now my yellow shrimp tank. And so I pulled all the jungle valve over here when I set this tank up. It's been quite a while ago now, but a while to get established. Man, oh man. I love it so much. All right, everyone. There you have it. We have my favorite 75-gallon shrimp tank tidied up, looking good, ready to harvest some jungle valve, and countless awesome red and blue shrimp. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.